What's up? Welcome back to Melvor Idle Adventure Mode. This is going to be episode 36, and we're going to go into the mist today. So, I checked my gear a little bit, and we're going to run through everything. I was running agility a little bit because I wanted to knock this pair cost reduction down. So, I've been running this to get this up to mastery level 99, which, if you go down to this thing, it halves the red debuff. So, I wanted to get that done. I believe everything in here, do the pipe climb, the coal stones, the cliff balance, the lake swim, is going to get a little damage reduction. This boulder trap here gets us away from anything that's going to be combat related, so it's just going to affect non-combat skills. Then we get raft building for some hit points and some damage. We get the ice jump. I like that one because it gives a little bit of hit points and some Slayer stuff. And then damage to all monsters and auto eat plus the pillar of combat. So agility should be good. Let's see here on astrology. I think this is probably as good as it's going to be for now. This is going to be some extra benefits. Got some hidden attacks and hidden strengths. A little bit of accuracy in here. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time rolling these. Let's see. Can't do any of that. But so the last time I ran into the mist, well, the original time I ran into the mist with my standard account, we did not have astrology, and let's see, what else did we not have? This is pretty much the same gear. I don't think we had summoning either. We might have had summoning at that point. We did not have the scaled shield. We did have all the rest of this stuff. All right, so for the gear that I'm going to attempt this with, I don't know that I'm going to get through this, but the gear I'm going to attempt this with is all the Terran gear. I did not go through the Fire God dungeon as much. I went through and geared everybody up and got it to this point, so I don't have Ragnar gear. So we're going to do the best we can with the gear we have. This gives 59% damage reduction here with the Fury of the Elemental Zodiacs, and we're going to take this with the Yak and the Minotaur because this gives damage reduction against ranged, which I may or may not need, but it gives a little bit of extra damage reduction with the Yak. Same thing here. This combination of tablets gives that. I need to switch out to the Fire Imbued wand. Where is that thing? Before I forget that. Now, I think the recommendation is to use the Cloudburst staff. I'm going to try this. We have the Earth Layered Shield, and I'm going to run Ignite, which I have plenty of runes for, and we have Rune Preservation. We're going to have damage reduction with the Infernal Cape, so this is 62% damage reduction. Got all the new rings on. Ranged wise, it's going to be the same full god gear, and I'll switch the Fury of the Elemental Zodiacs as we need to. We're going to run prayers. I hope I have enough prayer points. That was one thing I forgot to get gathered up, but let's jump out of agility here and let's start this thing, see where this goes. Do not know if we're going to complete this. Could die for one. So we're going to switch over to magic here. The first problem is we could end up dying, which is obviously going to not be good. The second problem we could get is just not doing enough DPS. And if you can't out DPS this thing, there's no point in fighting it. We also add stacks. I think the stacks last till the end of this battle. I don't think it's the whole thing. Now these stacks do add up. They take away your hit points as you go, so you have to kind of monitor that and keep an eye out for it, but it's not too bad. I'm going to wait on the prayer stuff until we get there, and then I'm probably going to run Battle Heart and Stone Skin. Might need to run one of these protects, might also need to protect item, not sure. It's going to depend on how the battle goes. Let's see. Oh, we need to equip this. I did run the Earth God dungeon until I got the Earth Layered Shield. That took a while. That took a long while. Let's see, we'll leave you on here. So these are all creatures you would have seen throughout the rest of the game. They're just this afflicted version of it, and there's no journal entry for it. The journal entries are going to be for the boss fight at the end here. So, I have been poisoned. Of course, I can't poison this thing. Probably should have grabbed a couple more of these shields, although it's range stuff. Okay, back to magic. I'm going to try to follow the combat triangle on this. I don't need to... I could probably go ahead and let this just run with melee or something, but I'm going to pay attention to it. We'll switch over to... We'll follow combat triangle. I think you run this thing manually 5 times and you're done, and then you get the pet and all the stuff out of it. If you clear it one time, you get pretty much everything you need, aside from the pet, from what I understand. So, here's the thing right here that we are fighting. I kind of like these great versions of them. This trash stuff. I think we're trash mobs up to number 20. And what could suck is we get up to, say, the 3rd phase of this boss fight and then just not be able to finish it. I want to say it goes melee ranged magic or melee magic range, something like that. But we have to out DPS this thing. I don't think it's going to kill us right off, but the problem is if you back out, you have to go through all this trash mobs again. So if there's a problem with it and we have to come back for anything like prayer points or, I don't know, something else, if there's something that we need to come back for, let's see here. What can we do? We'll do regen potions for now. Regen potions will affect everybody. It will affect all the 3 different classes we can use, or the combat styles. Do a little heal. Switch over. So there are benefits coming from astrology. There is this poison mechanic that's in here now. The perfect heals. I mean, there's a few things that are different enough that this might be a little easier battle than it was the original time. I don't remember. I think I was fully maxed out on levels when I fought that. I'm not sure. I don't remember now. It's been a while. I think I've only fought the thing like twice with my standard account. I've beaten it once, and then I played it again not long ago. It's kind of a long fight, and I just don't really feel like messing with it. But a few more clears, and I'll have the pet for it. So I need to do that at some point. Getting really close to having all the achievements done for this game. It's all the mastery stuff now, which takes forever to get collected. And the pets, which now I have to go through the end game, the final event or whatever of this, the impending darkness stuff. I haven't got there yet. I've been into it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Been focused more on the adventure and hardcore accounts, really. The other downside is that I did not unlock this spell. I need to unlock that at some point, because I think that might help in here. Maybe. I'm not sure. But I think what we want is a good interval. I think we want something fast, and, well, I think that I was looking at the wiki on this. The meta looked like the meta for this was kind of, I mean, it's pretty much the god gear, but kind of the equipment that we have. Might be some minor changes to stuff here and there. Like, I think they recommended some of the Ragnar stuff, which I don't have. So, I spent the week grinding out. What did I grind out? Because I already had the air god gear. I think I was grinding out the Terran gear, and that took a little while. Yeah, that's what I was grinding out, because I had to get the earth layered shield. Well, they are not doing anything ranged. I think these are all random creatures. I don't think there's a set order. There's probably a pool of them. You just get whatever random one comes up. But they drop these stacks, and as these things go, every time you get hit, it adds another stack. So you just lose hit points the entire time. And that's what makes the last 3 phases of this really difficult. Yeah, there we go, some ranged. But these stacks reset every time. Well, after every battle, I should say. But here's hoping we have enough of everything to finish this. The cool thing is, if we can get this done today, it's going to open up that passive slot, which is going to make subsequent clears much easier. It's going to make a lot of this other stuff much easier. Been nice to have maxed all this combat stuff out and just done this and then came back for all this other stuff. But that would be probably for another run or something. Because this passive slot lets you do a lot of cool things, and it would help with like the Slayer stuff, because then you could keep some of this gear equipped and equip Slayer stuff up here or whatever. And there's a lot of combinations you can do with it that just is going to be nice to have. Let's switch over to this. Not too much longer. That's the only downside of this. You have to wade through all this crap here. And there's a lot of garbage to kill off. A lot of trash mobs. Looks like they're all melee based this time. I think when I did this on my standard account, I spent a lot of time switching prayers on and off, because I don't think I was quite geared to do this. I thought I was fully leveled, but maybe I wasn't. Maybe I attempted it at like too low of a level. I know I attempted it a couple of times before I actually succeeded. At least once. And, you know, every time you get into it a little bit further, you find out how little geared you are, or how much you need to do to fix whatever. And I think that's what it ran into, was I needed to just level up, I think, pretty much. You know, I think this combat is doable at the end here. We're going to kick on the diamond luck potions for pretty much the rest of the, well, not here, but once we get into the last few phases, we're going to kick those diamond lucks on and set the prayers, and we'll see how things go. If we get through this, get that extra passive slot and get access to, well, access to this Slayer area here, that's going to be pretty nice. We can start getting some really good weapons. All right, this should be okay. Attack type, melee proficiency, immune to all ranged and magic. So you cannot use the other styles. We are pretty well geared for this. Let's turn on 32% chance to hit. Let's do diamond luck. And I think we'll turn these on to begin with. All right. Nope, not run. Start. Okay, we may have to manually heal in here. I think Reap and Return is one we want to pay attention to. Mark of Death. That just hurts. And I suppose we could do the old inner method here. And we're doing really well. Oh, Reap and Return. That's the one we want to heal through. Okay. Yep, Reap and Return. And this thing's going to heal up pretty much everything it's got. Okay. Yep, there's Reap and Return again. And if you manually heal, it resets your interval, so you don't want to do that you want to do that as little as possible if you can. And we're also getting stacks, so 35, 60. There's reap and return. $32.70. 22. Oh. 41.40. I'm going to hold the enter key for here because it looks like we're getting some serious damage. We still got a decent hit point, so okay. Back up to the high damage. And just about over with this. Let off the enter key just in case it wants to send me to the next thing. Okay, this is the next phase. So now we can get ready for, what do we got here? Ranged. So, immune to all melee and magic. We're going to have to switch this thing out. Let's see here. Where'd that go? Put that there, put that there. That way I've got an amulet on here in case I need it. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Now this is the one I think they said you can just straight up die in, but it looked like you might have got changed. So we have more than adequate damage reduction. And we are on, I believe we're on the Diamond Lux. And this is a much easier fight than it used to be, I think. Of course, that poison ticking in there every once in a while. What's the one that I have to worry about? Let's heal. I don't like getting down that low. The auto heal may kick in and work, but I've died one too many times. I prefer not to. So if we get down a little bit, I'm going to auto heal or manually heal. Yeah, a little click happy there. Problem is every time you click the button, it resets and then gives you another. It basically hits you again. Looking good. Just a bit more and that's that. All right, sweet. That went really well. Okay, let's see here. Let's switch this out. Come over here. Put Fez on this thing. Put this over there just so I don't forget. Now, they recommend the Warlock ring, but I think I'm going to leave this on. Ring of Spirit Power. Could apply stun, but I don't think stun applies. Oh, this consumes 3. Oh, you know, do I have spirit runes? I don't have very many. We'll see how this goes, I guess. This could be dicey. I don't think it actually consumes those, though. I think you just have to have them. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, so let's see, 2719. I don't remember this phase of the fight. Let's see how this goes. I need to be on here. Unfortunately, there's no way to stop this, so I've yet to really hit with Ignite. This could be a mistake, but I'm going to switch over to this thing real quick here. I get the feeling this is not going to end well for me here. We're taking a lot of damage in here. Shadow Burst is the big one. Falling Light is okay. Shadow Burst is the one I want to heal through. Shadow Burst we heal through. Hopefully they just miss with that. Instead of hit repeatedly, this might take a little bit here. You're losing a lot of accuracy there. Okay, this one's just going to tick down a little bit. Shadow Burst. I don't know if there's a maximum stack to this thing or not, but hopefully we can get through this. When this Into the Mist goes is when I need to really be hitting hard so I can tick this thing down faster. Shadow Burst coming up. And just about at the halfway point if this will keep going, which we're missing left and right. And this is where the battle just takes off and takes forever. It's doing so good too. I don't know if I want to try. Could attempt. I don't know if I want to try to switch to Cloudburst at this point. A little dicey on the damage here. May have to just call this one. So this is going to be one of those, need to figure out what I can improve to make this better. Because this is just, unless we can get rid of that Into the Mist. Unless that lays off for a little bit and we get some attacks going. I got to get past this halfway point. And we're just building stacks like crazy. Oh, Shadow Burst is the one I want to heal through. Fallen Light we can let go, I think. Yeah, I may just have to call this one. Come back to this some other day. I can't break this 59,000. I don't want to drop the damage reduction. We're slowly getting there, but the stacks just keep adding up. That's not going to end well. $24.16. Yeah, see, I can die at this point here. Okay, I'm going to heal through this. This is so borderline on being able to even survive this. Light's doing. $13.49. Do the stacks stop at 50? If they do, I can hold enter through this. I think. $21.20. If we can get this thing lit on fire again, knock a bit more off. Like if this is the worst it's going to get, it looks like. So just hanging through this, probably can keep on. I know I could probably withstand this with auto eat, but I'm going to let falling light just manually heal through this just because it's going to make the fight a little bit longer, but I don't want to lose. We're so close to finishing this right here. Wish there was something else I could do to boost this right this second, but I don't want to mess with the formula just yet. Okay, into the mist. If I can do some damage in here. Of course, it's all RNG at this point. And I believe this is like a valid method of beating this, is just holding the enter key down and healing through it and powering through. I mean, obviously it's going to get the win, but or it could make it to a point where it bogs down. The thing is, you have to have enough health and you have to have enough prayer points and you have to have enough everything in here to withstand this. I think I do. Hopefully I have enough runes. If I don't have enough runes, we are screwed. I'd like to check, but this shadow burst will end up doing me in. Into the mist. We can click on that. Yeah, we're good. As long as we can tick off these last few. A couple of good shots in here. I thought about letting auto eat take care of that fallen light for a second. Oh, I can't relax for a second here. Maybe this will hit. Oh, come on, hit good. A couple more of those. Come on. A couple of more good hits. And this is where the fight's going to take forever to do. Okay, I am going to let Fallen Light run if it comes through. Let's see here. Shadow Burst. Manually heal. Falling Light. Auto heal. Let's hope this catches. See, now he's going to just waste time. Falling light, we'll let that run. Getting these hits is key. Just drags this fight out so much longer. All right, falling light, we'll let this go. If I could connect on a few of these, it'd be much better, obviously. Seems to hit better when the end of the mist goes, though, for whatever reason. Okay, Shadow Burst, Manual Heal. And stick with the Manual Heal. Oh, I don't care about... Why am I finding Mark of the Unicorn? I thought I had those done. Talk about bad timing. Come on, connect with some of this stuff. This thing just won't go down, will it? Now, previously when I've fought this, I'm pretty sure that all 3 phases have been like this, just really painful and drawn out. This is the worst one so far. Probably because I'm not running the better weapon that I could be running, but that's okay. Fallen light, I'm going to let this run. And we just beat it. Sweet. All right, so that's taken care of. That is done. That's huge. Doing this on hardcore is going to be even more of a nail biter than this one was. This kind of sucks. But now we have this passive slot. So this is huge. Let's see. We've unlocked a couple of books. Man, that's great. That is awesome. Didn't have to die. Got through it on the first shot. What we can do with this is now we can start equipping things. Like, say, I'll go do more of this. Maybe I'll do some more agility or something. But the cool thing is, let's say I want to do summoning. You either have the Crown of Relics or you have the Necromancer robes. Well, the cool thing is, or not the robes, but the Necromancer hat. The cool thing is now you can put the Necro hat up in this passive slot, kick these on. So now, if you go do summoning, not only do you get the full benefits of all the Necro gear, you also get the resource preservations of the crown now. So, that is sweet. That is a good victory. That is a good victory. So, that also unlocks, man, it's been a while to get this. Of course, it unlocks this event, which is now open. I think we could even start it and do it, but I don't want to do that. Nowhere near geared for that. We now have to go and farm these things, which is going to be several weeks, I think. I think each one of these was like a week or 2 on my standard account. It took forever to get that stuff. Then we also have to farm out all of these things, but each one of these upgrades either the ring or the gauntlet that comes from the God dungeons. So all of these, I'm going to have to make sure I have enough rings and gauntlets from those things, which I don't have anywhere near of. So we're going to have to get a bunch of these Deadeye rings, get a few more Warlock rings. Good on this one. Still don't have all the Ragnar stuff. I do know that when you start this Impending Darkness event, it does incorporate monsters from here. So you have to know how to kill these things. And when I tried it on my standard account, I did not know how to kill these 2 yet. I had been working on clearing these pretty proficiently, but from what I can gather, you're going to have to switch between these 2 because there's a kind of a specific way to kill this one and a slightly different way to kill this one. They're both magic, but you have to adjust everything. Sweet. I don't think we have anything to buy up here, but I have to get 3 million Slayer. So that's going to probably be what the next week looks like. It's just grinding that stuff out. cool. Sweet. Let me take a look through my bank here. What do we have? I wonder if we can do some damage reduction potions or something. Because we're going to need a bunch of this stuff. I need horns. What do we have for summoning? Well, I'll figure that out. I'm going to have to sort out what I need to do for the next steps. But that is Into the Mist. That's the fight. That's what you're looking for if you haven't fought it yet. Kind of gets intense when you're trying to make sure you're not going to die and what you have to manually heal through and everything. It's a cool fight, but that will do it for this episode, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.